What's good, y'all? Take a time out. Episode 24. 24, climbing.
Kobe Bryant.
We're like calling our shot. Just keep climbing. You know, it was a good week of football, but not as good as this week's about to be because we get to eat food, be with our fam, and watch football, man. This is one of the best weeks for NFL for sure. One of the best weeks to just have the games on and be around family, man. Nothing better. But James has a little game that we're going to start off this week with, so he'll take it over from here.
Yeah, so might as well be calling it James's family time segment, whatever you want to call it. But, yeah, so what we're going to do is, and anyone listening, watching can kind of play along too, it's Guess the NFL Player's Journey. So they're all going to be kind of journeymen. We're going to start off easy, get progressively harder. I'm going to give you the college, what year they were drafted, and then following teams that they played for. And if you guys need more hints at the end, then I'll give you like offense or defense position as these get harder. So the first thing we're going to start off with, they are not a current player. Went to Tennessee, drafted in 1998 by the Colts, and then went to Denver. Retired at Denver.
Tired of Denver?
Elway.
No. 1998.
1998, bro.
You said he was drafted by who?
The Colts. So he only played for the Colts and retired at Denver.
It is
Starting off easy. Don't think too hard about this one.
I was thinking
it's the DB, bro.
No, it's not a DB.
It's Peyton Manning.
It's Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning started us off.
Bro, why am I overthinking? Like, see, I was thinking that the Colts, the way that, you know, this wasn't your fault, but like the way that it was playing out in my mind is he was at the Colts for a short stint. Like, basically his rookie. No, see.
He was with the Denver for a short
I did overthink it. All right, next one.
All right, so this is a current player. They went to college at Buffalo. Was drafted in 2014 by the Oakland Raiders at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Chicago and now plays for the Chargers.
Khalil Mack.
Yep, Khalil Mack. See, now we're getting
warming up.
There.
You said 2014. I was like, yep.
Mm-hmm.
I already know.
All right. So, next player. Went to Maryland. In 2015 was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings and is currently in Buffalo.
You can go first, Nate. I know.
Stephon Diggs.
Yes. Okay. All right. These are they're going to start heating up right now.
Not for me.
So current player. LSU drafted in 2013 to the Arizona Cardinals. Went to Houston. Went to Kansas City. And now is currently in New Orleans.
Bro, you've lost me with the Cardinals.
I'm going to say it again because it's a lot to throw at you.
Yeah.
Went to LSU in 2013. Drafted by the Cardinals. Went to Houston. Went to Kansas City.
Oh, I know who it is.
And now currently plays for the New Orleans Saints.
Tyrann Mathieu.
Mm-hmm. Now this next one's going to throw you guys for a loop. Current player. Went to Georgia Tech. Drafted in 2015 to Baltimore. Went to Oakland. And is now currently with the Giants.
2015.
Drafted by Baltimore. Went to Oakland. Now with the Giants.
It's your pick, Nate. It's your guess, I mean.
I'm thinking this is like some type of lineman.
It's not a lineman.
Not lineman.
You know it, Dom?
He wouldn't do a lineman to us. At least this. No, offense or defense side of the ball.
Offense. Went to Georgia Tech. Graduated in 2015. Went to Baltimore. Went to Oakland. And is now a New York Football Giant.
Oh. Paris
No,
Campbell?
Tyrod Taylor.
No.
Tyrod Taylor's in the league in like 2011.
Tyrod went to a lot of teams.
Is that a receiver, though?
That's what I'm thinking.
It's a tight end.
It's Darren Waller.
It's Darren Waller. A lot of people don't know that he played for the Ravens. He was drafted by them.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and it would help if I knew colleges because Georgia Tech, that's a sleeper. You got to know your stuff.
Darren Waller.
Yeah.
Should
All
have
right.
known better.
I got 2 more for you guys.
I bet.
Like I said, they're progressively getting harder, throwing some more teams in there. All right, so this player went to Miami University down in South Florida. Drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. Went to Jacksonville. Went to Baltimore. And went to Atlanta. He's currently at Atlanta right now.
What year is it? What year was it?
I'll just say the whole thing again for you guys. It's a lot. This person went to Miami, drafted in 2008 to the Arizona Cardinals, went to Jacksonville, went to Baltimore, and is now currently with the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, it's a D lineman.
Mm-hmm.
It is Calais Campbell.
It is.
Dang.
It is indeed.
I knew he was old. 2008. I was thinking like punter, kicker. No kickers matched up.
Yeah, dude, I forgot about Calais Campbell until they played the Vikings, and he showed up that game. He was making big plays.
This dude's still in the league?
Yeah, bro.
2008 was when he was drafted?
All right. Yeah.
All right, last one for you guys. We got Oregon State is where he went to college. Drafted by New Orleans. Went to New England. Went to the Rams. Then went to the Texans and is now a Dallas Cowboy. Say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
Went to Oregon State College, drafted in 2014 to the Saints. Went to the Patriots, went to the Rams, went to the Texans, and is now a Dallas Cowboy.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, I'll give you a guess, Nate.
Man, I don't even.
He has put up 1,000-yard seasons pretty much everywhere he goes. He's a receiver.
Oh, Cooks.
Yeah.
Well, that you gave it.
Yeah. Yeah, it helps when he repeats it one more time because I like to go rookie year and then think about where he finished and then put it all together.
Yeah. So that's why like sometimes you get caught up with the Calais Campbell one because he's drafted by Arizona, finished his career out in Atlanta, but his prime years were with Jacksonville and Baltimore.
Right.
So
yeah, you wouldn't have known him in Arizona.
yeah,
That was fun though. We did a lot better than college. I don't think we missed one. That was good stuff. But yeah, man, tune in with us because we're gonna be playing games on this pod and fun stuff like that. Stuff that y'all can play at home. Stuff like that, man. But all right, man. It's time for our little Week 11 recap. We're not gonna touch on any games specifically. Unless there's anything you guys had that you are itching to talk about from last week. So say now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, I'll just start. You won't see me as, I'm still confident in my team, but definitely losing our franchise. I'm not going to be, probably going to be a lot more logical with my picks going forward, so that's all.
Yeah. And Bengals and Vikings fans, catch me and Nate there November 19th for the Vikings versus the Bengals. So, yeah, man, check us out.
Did you already get tickets before the Joe Burrow injury, or?
It was actually after.
It was actually after.
So they went down, huh?
I said this might be the only opportunity I can see Jamar and Jettis on the same field.
Yeah, because I had to text him and make sure. I was like, hey, you still want to go? Like, I'm not going to hold you to it because
he said prices dropped $50.
They did drop quite a bit.
I bet they did.
They did. No. But we're going to do biggest winner and biggest loser from last week. This might be something that we do moving forward. I'll start. My biggest winner is Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy. It's been he's been the talking head this season. Everybody, 49ers are a big market team. Their quarterback, and he's Mr. Unreliable. What's the word, bro?
Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant. Sorry for the tongue twister for me. But yeah, he had a slump. They were losing games, but in the past 2 games, he's had just 11 incompletions. And against the Bucs, he had a perfect QBR game. So if that's the Brock Purdy that we're getting from now on, like they're absolute every week. It's going to be competition, them and the Eagles, for who comes out of the NFC. I don't see another team, man. I mean, it's that simple to me. If he's firing like that and he's got all of his weapons there right now and he's ready to rock and roll. So, yeah, that's my biggest winner, man, is he's been lighting it up on the field. So, yeah. And then my biggest loser is this kind of a homer pick, Alexander Madison. Yeah, I mean, it was actually kind of a talking thing coming into this week because, Sunday Night Football, and so it was getting talked about more, the Vikings versus the Broncos. And people were talking about Ty Chandler and how he should be getting a better workload this week, and Madison was kind of questionable going into the game. Is he going to play? Is he not? And then he comes out, he gets some runs here and there, but Ty Chandler came in and, I think our third drive. I don't know if you guys were watching the game, but Ty Chandler broke off, 3 or 4 10-yard gains, and I remember my wife had him on, 29 on this over, and he hit it in this first drive. I'm like, man, this is it. And then we gave the ball back to Madison a couple more times. It comes down late in the third quarter. I'll get to my point, and he fumbles. Momentum, swinging, fumble. And it wasn't talked about a lot, but that kind of swung the game. And I kind of knew at that moment, yeah, I think the Broncos are going to win now. They were already starting to get a little momentum, and that just blew it over for me. So biggest loser goes to Alexander Madison. That's it for me, man.
Going to kind of stick with one game to pick my winner and loser, and we'll stick at the quarterback position for both. So biggest winner of the week is DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Biggest loser, Kenny Trash Pickett. First for DTR, I'm sure you guys have seen the video services, how emotional he was after that win. And the receivers were dropping some balls, and I thought he actually looked pretty good. And I'm excited to see what this Browns team's going to look like going forward, because I think he's just going to continue to develop and create a rhythm, because I feel like that second to third preseason game is when he kind of found that, and you're like, man, this kid's really good. So if he keeps getting those reps, those game time reps, I think the Browns can be dangerous. I know I was looking at their odds for Super Bowls. I know it sounds crazy, but just a little long shot. They're plus 4,500 on FanDuel right now, which I thought was insanely high. I know they have a rookie quarterback, but we've seen crazier things. We're talking Nick Foles with a great defense, stuff like that. So the defense is going to keep them in games. Yeah. And if he keeps developing, I got faith in the Browns. And Kenny Pickett, talking to some Steelers guys I know, they're kind of ready to move forward on Kenny Pickett, see what Mason Rudolph can do. They're kind of scared to see what Mitch Trubisky can do, but I think it's almost time to move off of him. He was missing wide open throws, just everything that you don't want to see in your so-called franchise quarterback. So we'll see where they go in the offseason, but they're still most likely going to make the playoffs, as me and Dama said, but they're definitely the biggest loser of the week for me.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, to play off a little bit of what you were talking about, in one more scenario is Russell Wilson was a rookie that year that the Seahawks took off, and he wasn't playing, he wasn't Russ that we seen a couple years later in their Super Bowl run. It happens all the time where you get a hold of this good defense, you get some momentum and a little bit of chemistry, and they can go a long way. So for them to be that amount of odds, is worth throwing $25.
They got enough talent on offense too to
That's what I'm saying. That's really, because I really don't count the Baltimore as his first start. He looked terrible.
Yeah.
But he found out he was starting that morning. As a rookie, and everyone's like, oh, he's trash. There's a reason he's named the starter over P.J. Walker.
And he had a whole week to prepare this week.
Yeah. And like I said, receivers were dropping balls. I saw a crazy stat. If you take away the receiver drop balls, he would have thrown for 300 yards and all this stuff. He has the tools. And I've been high on DTR ever since I watched him in the Elite 11. It's this quarterback's camp when you're a senior in high school. And like I've said in the past, he was outperforming guys in the NFL we know that are way better than him at this point in his career. So I don't know. I've always liked that kid, and I hope great things for him.
Yeah, and on the other side, imagine if Kenny Pickett didn't throw those screens to Warren. Like, his stats would have looked even worse because Warren was taking some of them screens and just going with them.
Well, they just got rid of Matt Canada today, so we'll see.
Yeah, big news.
And they play the Bengals this week, so Kenny Pickett might go for 500.
I think it's half and half. I think half of it's Kenny Pickett, and I think half of it's Matt Canada. I don't know how much it's going to fix unless you get a new quarterback in there.
Yeah.
Steelers are frauds. I've been preaching it every week. But let's get into my winner.
Yeah, let's do it.
Winner of the week, it's got to be the Eagles. To go into Arrowhead and win that game last night when, honestly, like, they were the underdog going into the game. Andy Reid, off a bye, had, like, I think he lost, like, 2 games off a bye going into that. And, like, at least a dozen wins or whatever. But, yeah, they looked like the best team in the NFL. They're the best team in their conference right now in the standings. And then to beat the Chiefs, who are the best, well, we're the best in the standings in the AFC. I mean, that's a big accomplishment. And then my loser, since we're going with homer picks, I'm going to have to go with you. It's going to have to be the Bengals. You know, we sold out for this year, and Joe Burrow did nothing but get hurt, you know. And it sucks. Like, it sucks. I wouldn't say it's his fault or the offensive line's fault or anything like that. Like, football is football, but when you put all your eggs in the basket for this year, like, this core that we have around him might not be there next year and going forward. So, still just a little bit heartbroken, obviously, but it is what it is. So, I think Bengals are definitely my biggest loser of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked your winner, too. One stat that I seen during that Chiefs-Eagles game was it was like 3rd and 14, I think, early on in the game, and they flashed this stat that was the Chiefs this year, teams going against the Chiefs are 0-22 on 3rd and long. I'm like, what? And then the Eagles converted, and it was just that's how I knew, like, man, this Eagles team is for real. Like, they're just breaking stuff like that. That's nuts. So, yeah, it was a good game. Check us out on Twitter because James had a little parlay. He called it, man, all the unders. Bet all the unders on that game, and it hit. And, yeah, so shout out to him. We're going to do our pick 'em. We're going to end with our pick 'em. You know how it goes every week. We pick these games. I think we had a pretty good week last week, right?
Yeah.
Most of us. Yeah. So we're getting better. This week, I think it's another week I could say I could go however many games undefeated, man. I'm feeling it this week again. But we'll start with all the Thanksgiving games, 3 of them. Packers are at the Lions to start us off. Start us off with your ham and, you know, a little entree before we get into our dessert. I got the Lions, obviously. Aaron Jones isn't even going to play, so that's a big time for the Packers. So, yeah, give me the Lions.
Yeah, give me the Lions, too. Like, the Packers just look like trash when Aaron Jones doesn't play, but I still expect this game to be kind of high scoring. I can see like a little 38-24 action just because they're in a dome, you know. So give me the Lions.
And it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, give us something to
They're
cheer
trying to
for,
show
man.
out.
Yeah.
Give me the Lions as well. Not too much more to be said.
Commanders are at the Cowboys. You know, if there's one thing that you can bet your money on is next year it's going to be Lions first slate and Cowboys second slate. You can just bet your money on that. Give me the Cowboys. The line's 10.5. Man, Commanders last week, I know we didn't talk about them, but we didn't get to talk about your team, James. Danny Dimes 2.0 dotted this defense up, man. Like, Dak's about to go off, I feel like, so give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys. But I think this game's kind of closer because for some reason the Commanders like to play good teams really close.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to go to Cowboys, but just real quick, I genuinely don't understand how Ron Rivera still has a job after losing to the Giants. Like, that's just unacceptable.
There's about 3 or 4 coaches we're asking the same thing about around the league, so.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, but one thing we didn't, like, I don't know how, especially James didn't know this, but the Giants, if you look at the record, they own the Commanders.
Yeah.
Like, we should have just thrown money line on the Giants because they own the Commanders. Like, there's some things that are just tried and true. But 49ers are at the Seahawks. This is my favorite game for the Thanksgiving. Hope Geno plays. I'm pretty sure he's optimistic that he will. Give me the 49ers in a close one. Like I said, I think Brock Purdy's going to keep rolling and rolling into the postseason on his completion rating and all that. So give me the 49ers.
Did you just say Geno Smith was hurt?
He got hurt last week.
He got cracked.
Yeah, dude. Like
by Aaron Donald.
Yeah, bro. Like
cracked.
Like if he died on that play, he would have had to go to court for sure.
Yeah.
I might have to do. I can't believe I didn't see that. If Drew Lock plays this game, I don't know how this line is -6.5. Hammer the Niners.
Yeah, I'm also on the Niners here.
Dolphins are at the Jets. It's the first ever Black Friday game. Black Friday game. It's at like 1 o'clock, right before you go out and shop. Blow all your money. I got the Dolphins. I'm curious to see who's the Jets quarterback this week. Sad to see that the Jets I feel like they're starting to give up on plays and stuff like that. So give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, Zach Wilson is not the starting quarterback in this game.
Yeah,
I think it's Tim Boyle.
Yeah, that's Aaron Rodgers' homie. I heard. They're
yeah,
homies.
I don't know. I saw him throw 3 picks last week, so I don't know how much. But yeah, give me the Dolphins, and I also like the spread -5.5. The Jets defense is going to kind of keep it close probably for a while, but I think we're going to see the same thing that happened in Buffalo in this game.
Yeah.
Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, like Sauce gave up a slant route last week, and he kind of went for the pick instead of going for the tackle. And Quentin Williams just absolutely let into him on the sideline. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it's just something to watch out for. Is I feel like these Jets players are out there just not even trying to get hurt at this point. But Saints are at the Falcons. It's a good game.
Definition of a pick 'em right here.
Yeah,
two mid teams.
Yeah, Atlanta's -1, so the home team gets the points, But give me the Saints. I think Michael Thomas is finally out, so his safety blanket's finally out. So Chris Olave take his yards. Finally, he's gonna go off. Give me the Saints.
Yeah, also give me the Saints here too. Their rush defense and their pass defense, I think, is just too good for the Falcons, and I think this is the week they finally take that step forward and take the top off of this division. Gain that distance between everybody else.
Yeah.
As much as I really want to go the Saints here, I just can't fade the Falcons at home. So I'm gonna rock with the Falcons. I'm probably gonna regret it about 1 quarter into the game.
One last thing I will say is that anytime we speak on the Falcons, I feel like they always do the opposite of what we say. Anytime I bet on them to win, they lose, and vice versa. So,
and that's how I feel. So one of us has got to come
screw the Falcons, man.
Yeah.
Screw the Falcons.
It might end in the tie and we all lose. That's how
Probably.
it goes. Steelers are at the Bengals. Give me the Steelers, man. I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be a Warren and Najee Harris fest, and hopefully more Warren than Najee, and Steelers pull this out.
Yeah, maybe the whole team rallies behind Matt Canada getting fired at throw party. So
that's what I'm scared of, man.
Yeah,
that's why.
That's the only reason. I mean, this is a toss up, but give me the Steelers.
Yeah, I think the Steelers defense it really is up there, and that will probably win them the game alone. But give me Jake Browning, man. JB6 and his rookie debut, basically.
Yep.
Give me the Bengals.
You also got McCarron, I think, on their roster. So.
Yep. He's going to mentor the young boy.
Yep. Jags are at the Texans. This is my game of the week, man. This is going to be a good one. Man, this is going to be a good one. I thought about this one for a while, but the Jags win this because of their defensive line. Their defensive line is going to get after Stroud this game, I feel like. So, yeah, give me the Jags.
Also give me the Jags here. I'm hoping Trevor Lawrence's confidence from last week kind of bleeds into this week.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, I think the Texans can win. but I feel like once we start seeing Lawrence using his legs and actually converting in the red zone, that's what this team's been struggling at all year. They kind of found it out last week, like how it works. So give me the Jags.
I'm done fading C.J. Stroud. Give me the Texans. In a high-scoring game. Like, I think this game might be one of, like you said, this might be game of the week.
Yeah. Bucks are at the Colts. Probably a losers leave town match. Give me Baker, man. Give me the Bucks.
What are some of these games, man?
Yeah, I mean, this is a rough week. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I said, like, outside of, the prime time and the Thanksgiving and all that, it's not a great week for the 1 p.m. slate of
These
football.
next 4 games we're about to talk about, they're all trash.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, give me the Bucks, though.
Give me the Colts at home off a bye.
Yep, I'm going to rock with Colts, too.
Patriots are at the Giants. I'm taking the Giants, man. I think the Patriots kind of need to lose this game to get in that top 3 and kind of solidify it. So, yeah, give me the Giants.
Nate, I'm going to let you go because I need to think about this.
All right, so Danny Dimes 2.0 came out and shocked the road last weekend. He's now going against the Bill Belichick defense. Give me the Patriots.
Do I fade my own team 2 weeks in a row, bro? I don't know.
I'll give you an extra second to think about that. Take the under in this game. Like, there might literally be 2 touchdowns scored.
Yeah,
if that.
I was listening to another podcast. I'm pretty sure, as of yesterday, the line is like, I want to say like 32.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy, dude.
Yeah.
Give me the Giants. I like how this D's playing. They're swarming to the ball. Isaiah Simmons got his first pick 6. By the way. So give me Giants. Reluctantly.
Panthers are at the Titans for just, I mean, there's like poop factor games, and there's like the Porta John spilled into all over the parking lot, and that's this game. Give me the Titans, though.
Yeah, the Panthers suck. The Titans also suck, but they suck less. Give me the Titans.
Yeah, also give me the Titans big in this game. I actually think they kind of take it to them. Will Levis resurgence game.
No, I think this is a sneaky, I'll have this game on for sure. Rams are at the Cards. I'm glad to see Kyler Murray back, man. He's fun to watch. So give me the Cardinals. They've 2 weeks in a row that they should have pulled it out. Yeah, so give me the Cardinals. I think they win this game.
I'm also going to take the Cardinals here, too. I'm with you, Dom. I think they're, like, so close. They just need a couple weeks to mesh together to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, the deep bombs are back for that team. I mean, it's glad, like, Kyler Murray's still got that throw power. He's got them, his fresh legs for him. He hasn't played all year, so.
The Rams are banged up, too.
That's what I was about to say. Do you know the status on Cooper Kupp? Because I know he got hurt
right
in the
now,
game.
he's like, they're expecting him to play. Same with Matthew Stafford.
Puka's questionable, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, their trio right now. I mean, Matthew Stafford also got cracked.
Yep.
Moments after Gino during that game.
Yep.
So, they're not healthy.
Yeah, give me the Cardinals.
Browns are at the Broncos, man. It's in Denver.
Denver minus 2.5.
Denver minus 2.5. Give me the Browns. We talked about the Browns and how their odds are kind of shifty right now, and I just can't see the Broncos winning 5 games in a row. Come on. Give me the Brownies.
Go ahead, Nate.
This Broncos defense has looked pretty good lately. Like, I cannot lie. They've been getting a lot of takeaways.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess,
Their cheater got suspended again, though.
I know DTR played good last week, but give me the Browns. Reluctantly. Kareem Hunt, anytime touchdown will be free money.
Yeah, like Dom said, I think this is going to be a great game. Low-scoring game, I think. But give me the Browns. Like, it's hard for the Broncos to win 5 games in a row, bro. But I still think the Broncos can make a strong wild card push, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win this game because it is in Mile High, and that's going to be rough for a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. Chiefs are at the Raiders. This is always a close game, believe it or not. Give me the Chiefs, though. I will be painting my face black before this game, though. I'm so back on the Raiders, man. Their swagger, unmatched.
Give me the Chiefs as well, but -9 with how this Raiders team has been playing, I feel like is kind of insane. So give me the Raiders to cover the spread, but give me the Chiefs to win outright.
I'm with you, Nate. I'll take Chiefs, but Raiders cover.
Bills are at the Eagles. Surprised this ain't the primetime game. Just like before the season started that they didn't have this as a primetime game. But anyways, give me the Eagles. The line's only -3.5. There's just unrelenting just respect for Buffalo that I don't understand. But yeah, give me the Eagles to cover for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Eagles covering. Josh Allen might throw 2 interceptions this game if I had to guess.
Yeah.
We're going to see a vintage Josh Allen game.
Did anyone else take the Eagles with me last week against the Chiefs?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, this is the week I pull back.
Mm.
Yeah, the Eagles have a gauntlet of teams they're playing from the Chiefs all the way, and I think they finished with Seattle. And I think this is a game that they could drop. Kind of a short week. The Bills coming off a divisional win, looking good. Maybe they're all clicking. So give me the Bills. They need this game. They can't afford to lose these games.
Yeah, this is a must-win. Ravens are at the Chargers. Speaking of a must-win for the Chargers, man. I mean, Staley's in shambles, I'd say, but we love to see it. We love to see it, man. I mean, when you're just firing back at the reporter like he's not supposed to be asking you questions, like, that's how you know you're the problem. But give me the Ravens, man. I mean, coming off a rough, they had Mark Andrews go down, and I think we're going to see Isaiah likely step up. And I like the Ravens in this game. Another, we respect the Chargers, -3.5. It's at the Chargers. Give me the Ravens. It's going to be a sea of purple.
With how the Chargers, I mean, I know they played a little bit better, but I don't see how, I'm being honest, this game might be like the Ravens and the Lions game. I genuinely could see that happening. So give me the Ravens. -3.5 should be a pretty easy cover as well.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. The books, I think, are looking at some of these teams and who they were last year and give them so much more respect than they actually deserve. It's Baltimore -13.5. I said it.
It's -13.5. Yeah. The Bears are at the Vikings, and this is another game that I think the line is kind of a little shifty. If they watched football last week, the Bears looked feisty.
Mm-hmm.
The defense looked really good. I hate to say it, Nate, but they might have some defensive players.
Yep.
You might be able to name them next year. We'll see. And Justin Fields, he's one of 7 quarterbacks, I feel like, every week. And if he's one of those 3 good ones, he's out there with his bloody finger and he's running around making plays, this line should be like a pick 'em. But you know where I'm going, man. Give me the Vikings. The Pasternaut, coming off a loss, he's going to come back with some vengeance on this. So, yeah, give me the Vikings.
Give me the Vikings, too. The difference in this game is 2 people, Danielle Hunter and Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Danielle Hunter, man. Man, he's back.
Give me the Bears. This is one of the only times this year I'll probably ever pick the Bears. But I just really like I don't know. This is a primetime game, right?
Yep, this is.
Yeah,
Monday night.
I really like
Yep.
Justin Fields under the bright lights. I mean, at least I think they cover 3.5. But give me the Bears.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not a great week of 1 p.m. slot games. You might want to, take a nap. I mean, go Christmas shopping. Get stuff done during that 1 p.m. slot, and then it's time for some real football later. But
Can we before we end, can we talk about one last thing?
yeah,
I want your guys' picks for the biggest college football game of the year.
okay.
Ohio State versus Michigan.
Well, I thought you were talking about the Colorado game. No, I'm just kidding.
Honest, unbiased opinions. What do you guys think is going to happen? Because I got my opinions.
I've watched probably 3/4 of Buckeyes football this year. I've probably watched 2/4 of Michigan football. I made some money on Michigan last week with the live bets. For that reason alone, give me the Bucks by a million, baby. You know what time it is, man. I don't believe red. I believe purple until this game. I believe red just for one game of the year. So give me the Bucks by a million.
What you got, Nate?
If you can tell by previous, podcast, I don't really know a whole lot about college. But the little bit that I do know, I was a little confused why the Bucks were underdogs.
It's at the big house.
And I don't know anything. Like I said, I don't know very much. But these are the two best teams basically in the nation right now.
Number 2 and number 3.
I might get shot if I go outside, but I'm gonna say Michigan.
Oh. Okay.
You said I'm biased. I'm biased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want Ohio State to win, but if I'm gonna pick somebody, I don't know if they will.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you guys. I've watched and I've been to a couple Ohio State games, and I've watched almost every Michigan game as well. If you would ask me this question, who I think is going to win a couple weeks ago, unbiased, Michigan beats us. It's at Michigan. They beat us the past 2 years, but the Buckeyes have found their rhythm the past 2 weeks. Kyle McCord has been good, but what the difference is this year than the previous years is the defense, and that's what I think wins them the game this year. Michigan's kind of looked shaky these past 2 weeks, and I don't know if it's because they're still just trying to gear up towards Ohio State, because that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
But give me the Bucks.
I like it. Real quick, how many like off the top of your head? I've heard a lot of things about the defense, and like I said, I haven't watched much. Like, how many NFL players you think are playing for that defense?
That will be drafted next year.
Yeah.
Well, we got about. Well, I don't know which are draft eligible, but
Right.
we got JT Tuimoloau. He's a borderline. He's projected to go to the Lions at 28. We got Denzel Burke. I don't know if he's draft eligible. Great, probably one of the best corners in the nation. And great linebackers. We got Jack Sawyer. He's probably going to be a first-round pick. Don't know when he's draft eligible. Just they got some dogs back there, man.
Yeah. No.
And one thing I will say is that this OSU team has been different since Travion Henderson's came back. He's the best college running back. I'm telling you, he is Saquon 2.0. That boy is shifty, and he wants to hit people, and he's so fun to watch. Nate, you better be tuning into this game and rooting for the Bucks. Damn it.
I already said I want them to win, but
I know, I'll just mess
I'm
with
putting
you.
money on it. I mean, hey.
You might have to pull up. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it after the pod, but you might have to pull up on us, man, and watch this game with us. But
This is why this is the best week all year.
yeah,
We got Thanksgiving. We got NFL football. The best college slate that there is rivalry week.
Mm-hmm.
It's just great, man.
Yep.
And we got Bears at Vikings.
yeah, don't forget about
leftovers, baby.
that. Leftovers. Eat that leftover ham while you're watching Josh Dobbs. But yeah, and one more thing, I'm glad we got James, because check us out when it comes college time. I mean, NFL draft time, because we got an expert over here. He watches a lot of college. The rest of us are just going to be sitting here yeah, so tell us about the number 23 pick. But yeah, man, it was real, yo. Peace.
Peace.